Hello and good morning. This is Julia from Avalon Rituals. Thank you for tuning into the weekly energy update. I'm doing this every Monday with the Lenormand cards and with the tarot cards. So make sure to check out last week's reading to see if you resonated with the messages from last week. This week, the overall energy is the Hermit. Now, the Hermit talks about withdrawing from a specific situation, person, or environment. This is about seeking truth. It's about looking within and find your own inner truth, your own inner light. And depending on where you are in this process, you might be in the process of withdrawing from a specific situation. You might even be in the process of having found your truth and now coming out of hermit mode to shine your light, to share your truth with others, to be a guiding light for others. So it could be one or the other. It could even be both. Maybe in some area of your life you are a shining light for other people, and you are guiding other people and helping other people. It's a very spiritual card. It's a very conscious card, and it's the card of integrated knowledge, and integrated knowledge is wisdom. So, and that comes from experiences that you feel the truth with every part of your being. And at the same time, it might as well be that you are withdrawing from a specific situation to find your truth when it comes to this specific situation. Now, what I can see here is that we do have actually from, like, there are 6 cards. Here is the bottom of the deck card, 7 cards. From 7 cards, we have 4 major arcana cards. So it seems like quite an important week for you. And it goes straight, and it starts straight with the moon, and then we go to strength, and we do have the lovers here as well. But one step at a time. We do have the card of the moon, and the energy that came to mind with this card was following your own intuition, following your inner guidance system. It's about not getting out of alignment or out of balance. Stay centered, stay in the middle. Don't let yourself be pulled out of your center by your emotions or by your fears. There might be a situation with the moon where you can't see things clearly. Some things aren't yet revealed, or you can't just, it's simply a matter of it not the right time yet, right? Because at night with the moon, you can't see things clearly. You can, obviously, the moon is very bright, and you can see the environment, and you can walk without having an extra light, but also a rope on the meadow might look like a snake, and then you might be afraid of that because you can't really see clear, while at sunlight this would be clearly that it is a rope, right? So this is an energy of where there might be some uncertainties and fears because you can't really see things clearly yet for what they are. We have the energy of mountains here. So mountains are obstacles. Again, if you stay centered, there's a little pathway through the mountains. If you listen to your inner guidance system, let your intuition guide you, stay centered, stay focused, and you're going to make it through. And another day and sunlight will follow, and then you will see things clear. It's just a matter of time. And the other card I have here, and I usually work in piles of 2, so I'm always taking 2 cards kind of like together, which doesn't mean that this is just one aspect and this is another. It could also mean that everything is one situation for you, but I just like to keep it a little bit, I'd say, like that. So I'm just going to do it like I did it earlier in the German reading. The strength card. What I want to say is that there are a few cards that are jumping out in terms of zodiacs. So you might be dealing with a Virgo, with a Gemini, with a Scorpio, or with a Leo. Doesn't have to, but it could be that this is your sign or the sign of a person you're dealing with. Now the strength card is about inner strength, and that is in perfect alignment with the moon, which is why I also want to keep it a little bit like in this pile here. It's about inner strength, not letting your emotions rule you, not letting your instinctive nature rule you. For example, the lion can be like fiery and impulsive, and maybe sometimes quite angry and aggressive, and it's about not letting these energies rule you. And it's an inner strength it's a gentle inner strength. It's not like, oh, I'm so aggressive and this is why I'm strong. It's more like, I'm so peaceful and this is why I'm strong. So I do feel like this is as well in alignment with the moon card here. Also, I get the energy of balance, because we do have triangles here, one goes up, one goes down, so the balance of masculine and feminine energies within yourself. So staying in balance in this week might be very important for you. Maybe this withdrawal is helping you to stay balanced again. Since I am working in piles, I do want to use the other cards I'm having here as well. There are choices and options opening up for you, and they are very likely to be very successful or are leading to happiness here. The Sun is the best card in the whole deck of the Lenormand, indicating success, happiness, long-term happiness and success. It could indicate consciousness, being aware, becoming aware of something, or even being very optimistic about something here. Whatever you're going through, right? Because I do feel like there is this energy that is like a, how do you say, it's like the heaven above this reading, and that's the Hermit energy, being wise, I get the energy also of doing the right thing, being wise, stay balanced, stay in alignment with your true self, that is in a sense love and peace. And therefore, I feel like new opportunities will open up. You might see things in a different light here, and there are definitely in this week choices that you're gonna make that will lead to, that are also long-term plans, because I do get the energy here of a little bit of patience. Gonna get there in a second or two. But it's also very much a destiny energy here with the stars. The stars again can stand for success. So these options, possibilities and choices are literally surrounded by the best cards of the whole deck. Success, success, wish fulfillment, destiny energy. It's under a good star. So it's also very spiritual energy. So there might be a lot of energy, a lot of spiritual energy surrounding you. I get angelic guidance as well. You're very much protected by the angelic realms and by spirit. Let's come to the next card, because I feel like there's a situation where you have been through so much. The Nine of Pentacles, not Pentacles. That would be good. I do feel the Nine of Pentacles are probably going to come in 2 or 3 weeks. Let's see. I'm gonna make this little prediction here, because the Nine of Pentacles is the energy of enjoying the fruits. And actually, I'm gonna have a fruit story over here. So I guess in a couple of weeks, we're definitely gonna see the Nine of Pentacles. But this is the energy of Nine of Wands, and Nine of Wands means you have been through so much. There have been so much struggle, conflict in the past, and you made it through. And you've gained a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom and knowledge. There are still some energies that are playing part in this week that might remind you of the past. And it might be that you have a little bit, or maybe even if it's not reminding you of the past, there is some link to past wounds, energies and situations that help you grow a lot. But they also made you build a little fence around you. It's not a large fence. It's not like nobody can come in and out. But those experiences are in between you and the world, the other person, another situation. And so you are just a little bit more guarded than you would have been maybe in the past. You are still there, like the fence, like I've said, the fence is knee height. Do you say knee height? Height, the height of your knees. So you can easily jump over and another person could come in, but there is a little bit of a barrier. And that might be actually quite good. We do see there is a key in this picture as well. We do see a little bit like something like a heart and wings. Again, angelic protection. We do see the number 5, the 5-pointed star, which is also Venus. So I do get a really loving energy here still as well. Especially talking about loving energy, we do have the Lovers. Now, the Lovers is again a card of making good choices. Talking about choices here, and there's another choice, by the way. So making choices based on love, choices out of love for yourself. But obviously this could mean that there is a very special connection that you have. And therefore this combination is very interesting, as you might be focusing on self-love here, nurturing yourself, making good choices for yourself. Or there is a specific connection in your life that with the Lovers seems to be a very spiritual one, or a very strong connection that you have with someone. But we do have the influence of the 9 of Wands, and these are the energies where you are a little bit guarded when it comes to this connection because of the past. There might be messages coming in with the birds, maybe a phone call or short messages or through Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. So that's one aspect. And now the thing gets very interesting, because the birds have the energy of nervousness or excitement. And this is actually a very similar energy, depending on what your judgment of the situation is. So I feel like there are messages that are causing either stress, nervousness, or excitement for you. That's up to you here. It might also be that you have a very busy week in general, that like there's a lot of things going on, though if I see it in the context here, I would say there are some sort of messages that are being sent. We do have also another very interesting energy that can mean quite a lot of different things. The snake can be a woman, it could be a mother, a friend, a sister, a lover, ex-partner, something like that. Especially when we come here to the energy of the Lovers, that might be a very specific person where you are in touch with. The snake can stand for a healer, and also for healing in general, shedding your skin, transforming yourself, growing out of your old skin. And for some of you, this is really what I'm getting here, that you leaving the past behind. You are more experienced now, and therefore you have this tiny little fence where you are like, okay, let's just see how this goes. I'm not going to make the same mistakes from the past. This is the energy of learning from past mistakes and experiences. And since this is the number 9, we do have the energy of completion here. So completion, transformation, healing, maybe in general when it comes to your love life, or when it comes to a very specific connection, that could be the case here as well. There might come up some complications and delays when it comes to a specific connection or your love life. And therefore this might be the energy here of stress. But I also feel like, and that's the Hermit that is now having an influence here, we have the Tower, and the Tower is talking about withdrawing, setting boundaries. It's the energy of being able to say no. So with this really protective energy, I also get that, like, there is an energy where you feel like you need to withdraw out of self-respect, out of self-love. And you might put up some boundaries with another woman, or, because that's a connective card, with the other person you're dealing with. Could be both, could be either or. Also, the Tower stands for being independent. And I don't really get the energy of work here, though it doesn't need to exclude work. But I do get the energy of being more independent when it comes to emotions, connections in general, and even love. Not going so much into the codependent energies anymore. And the Strength card, to be fair, is to me a card of immense personal development. Because most of the time you're not getting strength just because you got it, it's because you have worked through challenges. And that's something we can see here as well with the 9 of Wands. All right, let's go to the next pile of cards, 2 of Wands. That's literally a decision. So decision time, decision time, decision time. So a lot of decisions are being made, a lot of options. Maybe it's a very big decision for you, so it might not be that there are several decisions, but one very specific big decision. So this is the energy of deciding where you want to go in the future. You have the world in your hand. What are you choosing? What do you want? You need to be clear about what it is that you want, and then make a decision and go for it. So we do have a really strong decision energy this week. But now comes the interesting thing, and now comes my little fruit story here. We do have the 7 of Coins. Now the 7 of Coins is a card of waiting till the time is, do you say ripe or right? The time is right. With the 7 of Coins, there is a situation where things need a little bit more time to develop. And now my fruit story, because if you pick an apple before the apple is ripe, you're going to have a sour apple. If you wait just a little bit longer, you're going to have the most delicious experience ever, because you probably have the nicest apple you ever tasted. So there might be a decision that is related to a situation that needs a little bit more time. And that also might refer to healing. There might be a little bit more time for someone or something to heal. And there might also need to be made a decision because of the fact that some things are not ready yet. And you need a little bit more time, or the 2 of you need a little bit more time till things have come to fruition. And that's the interesting thing, because the number 29, the lady, is always the card I see as you, especially in the large Lenormand's eye layout. Though obviously, since we now have both cards here, it doesn't really matter. One of these people is you, one of these people is the person you're dealing with, which is interesting because we do have, again, the energy of the Lovers here, or of, let's say, a very specific connection. That might be a very powerful connection. What I also find interesting when I see these cards, I immediately felt like one person here just went through a separation, a divorce, or a withdrawal with another person. Very likely another woman here. But yeah, that's the energies I have for you for this week. I can always recommend to check out the reading at the end of the week to see if the messages resonate with you. Maybe you're watching now and can already say that these messages are resonating. If so, leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to the channel. And I think the message I want to give at the end of the reading is: do not eat the apple unless it's really ripe, juicy and nice. So have a blessed week. See you guys soon. So much love from Avalon.